Hello, Nuggets. It is your favorite TT from Divine Me 1111 Spiritual Guidance. And there's some stuff going on in the atmosphere, and I thought I'd just kind of touch on what what I know, and then try to kind of get some guidance for us through the cards. So, two things. Well, there's three things, but we'll start with the first one. The first thing is two channel songs I was getting. One is Always Something There to Remind Me by Chrysalis Records. I think that's who it is. I was looking it up, so hold on. Or maybe it's Naked Eyes. I'm not 100% sure who it's by. Oh, it's by Naked Eyes, and it's called Always Something There to Remind Me. It's an 80s song. Go check it out. It might have something for you, it might resonate. And Everybody Hurts by REM. That, I believe, is a 90s song. Check that out. Look, I love music, and most of my music is old school. Not too not too good on this newfangled stuff, but hey, I was I was born this way. Except for that, 'cause, love Gaga. Anywho, those are two channel songs, and this was a channel message I got the other day, and let me see if I can remember where I put it. Yes. Okay. Seriously, this is what we're doing? Okay, thank you. Okay, two things. Be mindful of loving yourself as God loves you. For those who don't share that understanding, could accuse you of thinking higher of yourself than you ought. Meaning, if we are to believe in the good book, in the Bible, as we are told we are to, but then, like, okay, for instance, we are told we are to be seen in God's image because we are all made in God's image. Well, if that is the case, and we are made in God's image and likeness, and He said that when He created us, it is good, and He loves us, and He believes that we are perfect as we are because He knows all about us, He sees all about us, and He still loves us. We begin to see that kind of love and acceptance in ourselves. We can see that in other people and give that same grace. So, if God loves you just as you are, why don't you? That took me a minute, kind of hit me in my soft spot, because though I may, put things out there and things of that nature, I'm still human. I still have a mind. I still have ears that hear things, and have still, been through traumas and things that I'm still growing through. So it really kind of shook me that, okay, if I am to love myself, and then it also says somewhere in the Bible that a man is to love his wife as God loves the church. We won't get there, but we just let's pause and breathe and take that in. Some very interesting concepts, and I may go into that with the TT talk at another time, but those are just some things that were ringing around in my head about where we are as a collective going forward. To be mindful of thinking of ourselves as already being whole, as already being, excuse me, as already being in the space of divine. So, and it's not It's not that cocky, arrogant thinking high of myself. It is the divinity within me. And I think divinely of myself, I will think divinely of others. It's a process, it's a work, it's a lot of cycles and things that have been repeated and karma that have. I'm trying to hold my head down because that glare is wearing me out, but it's a process that we've gone through, and now we're in the forward moving process of unlearning and then teaching ourselves new. So, with that being said, let's get to the fun part. Ladies and gentlemen, pre-shadow phase of the first Mercury retrograde for 2021 begins the 15th, which is tomorrow. Retrograde itself actually starts on the 20th and ends February 20th, which is, and the shadow period of that ends March the 13th. So Mercury is going to be in retrograde in Aquarius season, in the majority of Pisces season. That's a lot of mental energy and emotional energy and psychic energy all at one time, shifting communication. With Mercury being in retrograde, that will be a shift in communication. That will be how we go through the rest of 2021. In my opinion, does not necessarily have to be. Figure it out for yourself. We are all on this journey individually together. But Aquarius, the age of Aquarius is being ushered in. So we are shifting. We're definitely doing a shift. But it's now a shift in our understanding and a shift in our emotional intelligence and the awareness of our divinity. All of that at one time, trying to ground itself in the earth, but still understand and learn how to function on a higher frequency and a higher level of thinking, a higher level of feeling and being and walking and existing in the world. And freaking incredible. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me see here. My apologies. Had to fix some stuff up. Okay. So, there they are. Let's get into our handy dandy wild unknown animal cards and see how we are to, what we're looking for. Let's take a step back. I rebuke it starting already. We are going to get into the energy of what this is going to transition out, and then we'll do the Brian Froud fairies on what is transitioning in. So the out, what we need to let go of, especially since we had this new moon a few days ago. Was it yesterday, day before yesterday, something of that nature? It's a lot of energies going on, y'all. It's a lot of energies going on. Please, by all means, do what you have to do, but center and ground. Drink a lot of water. Do a lot of water meditation, drinking water, listening to meditations with water, showering, bathing, being in water. It's going to calm, it's going to soothe, it's going to wash away. Okay? So, let's see what we're working with. I want to say all of the other planets are direct now, with the exception of Uranus, and I believe it's still retrograde for a few more days. That is something I should have looked up, but I didn't. I can't remember. I want to say it's for a few more days. It'll be retrograde in its house of Taurus. So stuff is starting to shake off, and it's starting to it'll get a little bit more grounded and a little bit more stable, and it's not all funky. I think it's hilarious that Mercury will be going retrograde on the day of the inauguration, but we're just not going to talk about that. We don't do those kinds of things. But it is funny. It's funny. Okay. All right, y'all. I quit playing. I'm going to quit playing. We're doing way too much. All right. Let's go. What's transitioning out? Oh, yeah. If you guys need, readings or anything of that nature, all that stuff is going to be in the description box below. Okay. So we are working on our sacral. The sacral energy is what's being transitioned. I want to say if I did do reversals, but the sacral energy, this is what's transitioning out, is being stuck. What is being cleansed during this time of retrograde is the creativity and we're getting a fresh, we're getting a new. Okay, it's a lot about the spoken word. Things are needing to be retracted and then revamped so that it can create. Oh, we are learning how to speak things more clearly into existence, because you speak, you spell, you create with your words. So this is a time right now where we are working on the words that we speak, the things that we think, coming into true alignment, because we're coming into the understanding of how our words and how our communication creates, even when we're not even realizing it. This is coming into the awareness of that. This is learning that is an intricate part of being in this world, is speaking things into existence. So using retrograde in both these very, very high level, high functioning, cerebral, psychic energies as Aquarius and Pisces, it's very much learning how to use that energy properly, rather than it's being mindful of your words, it's being mindful of what you create, it's fixing these things. This could literally be for the feminine, or no, take that back, start with the natural woman. This could be you getting things together in that area, as far as the reproductive system, whatever that entails for you, whether you're a young woman coming into that, or you have a daughter that's coming into that era, of her life, or it is you in full swing of that, or you know, becoming a mother, or you going into the further end of that transition. And goodness, I don't know why I'm getting stuck up on the word menopause. But it's working with that and bringing your awareness to that as well. That awareness of your femininity in your lower chakras, and grounding that, and being able to assert that energy, assert that feminine energy, coming into understanding of it for yourself. It's a lot going on. It's a lot of communication going on around that particular thing. I'm going to let that go for now. We'll get into that on a Divine Feminine message. But this is really speaking to creating what you wish to see in your mind through your voice, and watching things actually come into being using your voice. What you speak is creating your future. So it's coming into the awareness of you saying, okay, I'm speaking. How do I speak to myself? This could also be that internal. How am I talking to myself? What am I saying? What am I building it within myself? Mercury is not, it's not playing. It's getting to that serious stuff. The underlying, very much so the creative energy. Very much so. That is the Cobra. And the Cobra speaks to being aware of your actions, your impact. Just having an awareness. Sitting up and acknowledging yourself, acknowledging your creativity, acknowledging what you've been through. Some of you may be writing a book about what you've been through, and totally, standing in that badge of honor of going through the fire, and using that to create something beautiful in the world, something that may help someone. But this is you taking a look at that for yourself, in yourself. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius who is also probably very attracted to you, and is noticing you. But this energy being past energy, the communication may have been not so great. So it could be coming, retrogrades. Retrogrades bring energies back around to be settled. Okay? Retrogrades, especially Mercury, brings energy back around so that you can possibly be tested. What did you learn? Those things happen. Okay? So that is, that's the energy of what we have been through, what we were, what we're to look at as far as what's been. Let's look at what's coming in after this retrograde, what this retrograde is bringing in for us. I tell y'all, I try to keep these readings short, and they just be coming. So we just let God flow how God flow, and then, it is what it is. All right? Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. I do appreciate you all. Okay, let's see. what the Mercury retrograde is bringing. Ooh. And what we're to gain from this. What we are to gain from this is the spiritual dancer. The spirit dancer. Breaking free. Something that was kind of murky, kind of cloudy, persevering. This is you pushing through. But you see how she's got this kind of like outer glow, something very sheer around her. This is coming out protected and knowing who you are and pressing forward and doing whatever it is that you do as gracefully as you possibly can. This is doing what needs to be done and moving forward in style, in class, in a graduated and grounded and alive energy. She just looks like she's about to just run off of the car, just completely just fly completely out of the car. But if you also notice, if you can, it's kind of what is there, she's kind of see-through. So you can see she's naked. This is being unapologetic about who she is. Being unapologetic about who you are. That's some really powerful stuff if you can grab hold to the energy. Mercury retrograde is not all bad. It's not all woes. It is there to teach. It is there to bring things to your awareness. And this is you taking from what's going to come through all of this energy in the next couple of weeks and pressing through, being a soldier, and your soul, your spirit, being free to be exactly who you are. That is what Mercury is going to, this retrograde is bringing in. If we tap into the energy, the underlying to that is that old gnome, or oh that gnome. That's what oh that gnome. This is like I was going to say the Joker, but this is not necessarily the Joker as it is the Fool. And just, looking out there and saying, hey, you know what? I done been through some stuff. I done had some stuff real crazy go on. But you know what? I'm looking out there. I'm studying it. About to take this leap. Whatever it is, I'm going for it. I'm all in. I'm plotting and planning and making sure it's kosher, but I'm going to do it. I am going to press forward. I'm going to take this leap, and I'm going to be exactly who I am. Do exactly what it is that I'm called to do. I am going to break out and bust forward into my next. I like it. Sounds good to me, y'all. All right, if you need any goodies, check the Instagram for that information and look through the pictures. I'm going to fix some stuff up, y'all, I promise, so it's a little bit easier to get to. Humble beginnings. We just getting started. Thank you all so much for joining me. I send you all blessings and light.